Well, hello there, beautiful people. My name is Liquid Hotshot. Hope everyone's doing okay. This is gonna be um, a update video of sorts. Just kind of filling you guys in on where on earth I've been for so long. I believe the last video I uploaded was in August of 2021. Um, since then, I have been on an absolute roller coaster. That's the easiest way to put it. A lot has gone on in my life, and I think taking a break from everything was easily or was the easiest choice I ever had to make. I say that it's still a difficult choice to me because I do enjoy gaming and I like sharing my thoughts and opinions on said games and playing them and seeing your guys' reactions to them in comments, in Twitch streams, all sorts of things. Okay, so for me it was a very big deal. I'm not going to go into crazy amount of detail, and I don't expect this to be a long 30-minute monologue or anything like that. Haven't prepared a script, and I feel as though this is a very similar video to the video I posted um, maybe 5 or 6 videos before I started the EU4 Elder Scrolls series, which has been obviously discontinued. Um, Obviously with such a big time frame, and I don't really know that much about Elder Scrolls. Regardless, I will fill you in on some details, and I will leave everything else up to speculation and you conspiracy theorists and all that malarkey. The background here is some Bloons Tower Defense 6 gameplay. I am playing live, so if I am thinking about anything I'm doing, please bear with me. Because I am obviously trying to just have some fun as well on this wonderful Wednesday evening on the 30th of August. So let's get into the meat and gravy. Since then, I have had some difficulties in my personal life. 2022 was easily by far like the worst year of my life. That's not sugarcoating it. I think everyone has their fair share of family problems, and I'm not by any means trying to suggest mine are any more prudent or potent than anyone else's. I'm simply stating that fact that I think we can all agree that the world's a tough place and it will beat you up if you allow it. I since then, since the start of the year, that was basically had my 20th birthday. If that gives you an idea of kind of like the time frame, because I'm now 21, and I'm 6 months away from being 22. So that's that. I mean, I looked at my channel bio and it's I haven't updated it since I was 19. So yeah, that goes to show. Regardless, let me just try and get my train of thought here. Yeah, had a really bad start to 2022. Started a new job, which was great at the time. And everything seemed to be going hunky dory. I mean, I'd lost a family member and I didn't really grieve properly. Like anyone. Like I was so broken. That I didn't want to deal with it. So that's exactly what I did. I didn't deal with it. And that was probably the worst decision I have made in a very long time. And looking back, kind of disappointed in myself for it, but you know, you live and you learn, and you don't have any of these experiences without negatives, right? So if it's helped me to potentially grow as a person, then I'm all for it. Um, but yeah, regardless, I was struggling with bereavement, and due to that, I um, went down a mental health rabbit hole, um, which up until that point, right, like I was such a fun-loving person. All my videos I came across as this one guy who always seems to have a laugh, um, always kind of upbeat and stuff. And that just, I just didn't have the capacity to be upbeat about anything. Um, to the point where, you know, like the doctors got involved and such. Um, and my mum was very concerned for me. I won't go any further into detail than that. Um, but we started taking some necessary action in my life, trying to get some sort of semblance of almost reality, or normality, I should say, back into it. But hey ho, that's just one of those things. Um, so that takes me up till about all of those sort of problems took me up until maybe um, July of last year, so July 2022, where I had I had then since quit my job. I guess again in the spirit of living and learning, quit my job without a replacement. Being honest with you, and you know, hope for the best. But if I'm being honest with you, I didn't see myself improving, so it was kind of like a why on earth do I even need to be at work if nothing's gonna work out in the end. Um, so that was that. After between like the back end of June and like the end of August, like, and maybe even into September, like that was most likely the worst months of my life. Um, I genuinely wouldn't wish it on anybody. Um, and during that period, obviously, um, like I was different. Like I'd gone through so much in such a short period of time. Um, I just I was like a shell of my former self, right? And it's probably coming across right now. I mean, granted, it is 10:30 on a Wednesday evening, but I feel as though I just wanted to get this off my chest. Um, until September, so back end of September, I unfortunately lost another family member. Um, it was quite close to me. Um, that was probably I felt that as though like it couldn't get any worse in layman's terms, and somehow it managed to do just that. Um, so so I wasn't in a good place. That was until October rolled around, and we're talking October 2022. So we're talking like by this point, it's been well over like 14 months there or thereabouts since I had uploaded my last video. And I had felt as though I had gone in such a backwards direction for such a long period of time, right? Let me just get some showering shells here. Great upgrade, and you can pop camos as well as get rid of camos with a signal flare. So yeah, like October came around, late October. I'd just been applying for jobs. I'd finally found my mojo to start looking for jobs again. So I'd been out of work maybe 3-4 months at that point, and by sheer pure luck, I found a company. I won't name them. I'm still with the company just for personal reasons, but found this company and I applied for um, a bar role just to wash um, glasses and keep a bar clean, that sort of thing. And I would have been happy doing it. Decent pay, that sort of stuff. But like I'd gone for. I'd looked online and in the job description and what it would entail. I was like, you know what, it sounds like I could do that. I could throw myself in the deep end there. And some of the um, perks, they were also advertising for the job itself was quite a no-brainer for me. They had got like private mental health service that you can use and all this and that, which made it more appealing to me at the time. Um, because like I say, I'm very much a person of I don't want to burden anyone with what's going on with me. That's why I'm leaving out a lot of details. But um, yeah, that's like my whole reasoning, right? I don't want to burden anyone. So that's why I struggle kind of asking for help from family members during my rougher periods. Um, but the description of the job, it was like, well, we have this service that you're able to use. Like, why not, right? Um, so I applied for it and had a phone call with them, and it was like, yeah, we'll get back to you. Um, we'll have an interview. We'll have a phone call with you, see if we kind of like you over the phone, and then, if we deem fit, we'll get you to come in for an interview and all that sort of stuff. Um, and anyway, like a week had gone by since the phone call. I was like, not gonna get it. Not gonna get it, lads. But I was wrong. I got a phone call about 9 days after my original phone call, asking if I was available to go into the place of work and have a full-fledged interview. Anyway, had the interview. Very much sold myself as someone who could do something more than be working behind the bar. Whilst I'm not opposed to it and wasn't opposed to it at the time, I felt as though like my skill set is very much with people, right? Like, me from being on here, I like to entertain, or I did at least. Um, and I'm trying to get back into that mojo of sharing what I want to share rather than sharing it because I feel as though I have to, if that makes sense. So like I want to get to a state with this channel again and Twitch where it's a case of if I stream, it's because I want to stream. If I start a series on YouTube, it's because I feel as though I can fully go through that process and actually, well, finish it. Because me throughout my a lot of time, I had like done so many series in the past where I just hadn't finished it. So anyway, I'm getting off topic here. I sold myself as someone who could do more than what they had asked for. And I was rather than being interviewed by um, the bar manager, I was interviewed by the front of house manager at the time. And they were like, yeah, it's great. I wasn't offered the job in the interview. I must stress that I wasn't offered it in the interview, but I was offered it um like on a in a call back a few days later. Um and I almost didn't know that I got the job because of how they had originally worded it. I was so like almost distraught, right? Um because the first words were, hi, is this Luke? Yeah, unfortunately. I was very close to putting the phone down. I recollect that time with my friends. But I'm so glad I didn't, because instead of offering me um a what was it, a 14-hour a week contract behind the bar, they offered me a 28-hour a week on front of house, because that's what they thought my skill set would prefer, and the front of house manager herself wanted me to be a part of that team. So I was like, oh, that's great. So I accepted, and then a week later, I had my family member's funeral, and my place of work were really cool with me. I says, look, I've got a funeral. Is there any chance I can, start after the funeral? They're like, yeah, by all means. Like, when would you be able to start after the funeral? Do you want a few weeks after? And they were really great to me. They gave me 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after the funeral before I actually started my first shift. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Um, so yeah, since then I'd kind of improved by the start of this year, 2023. Now it seems so long ago now, considering we're literally like September is like literally 2 days away. Like that's 9 months gone. Like that. Like chat, I've been here at that place of work now since the 17th of November. And it's also we're, like I say, we're 2 days away from it being the 1st of September. So that's what, 11 months thereabouts. So yeah, like that to me in itself is pretty wild. Um, and yeah, like I'm very grateful. I genuinely believe in, if you need something, something will happen. I believe that. Almost like good karma, if you will. I don't quite see it like that, but I see it very similarly, must admit. But it was like I needed that place of work at that specific time. And for that, I owe them an insane amount of gratitude. Um, so yeah, anyway, regardless, what's been going on in the past 9 months since my income stabilized, we're getting a new job, having job security, which is absolutely great. And I mean, as like a 21-year-old with um, now, mental health problems, that's great. Um, sorry, I'm just getting a little emotional here. Um, but yeah, like I very grateful. Uh, but in the last couple months or so, I've been feeling my mental health kind of tanking a little bit again. Don't really know the reason why. Must be honest, but um, I'm trying to do different things and change, not who I am, but I'm trying to change how I'm doing things. If that makes any sense whatsoever. That way, I feel better about myself, and maybe in turn that would like help my mental health, right? Like two and two go makes four, sort of thing. Um, yeah, no, like you all know, like I used to stream all the time on Twitch. We streamed a lot through. Obviously, we became more accustomed with one another when I started streaming in 2020. Then we had a really good like back end of 2020, start of 2021, and then I fell off a cliff. Right, so I was here for like 18 months. I built up a community with you guys for 18 months, streaming almost every day for 18 months. Posting. I remember at one point I was uploading 2 videos a day. Like that was pretty cool, wild. I mean, I had a look at some of my analytics and some of my stats. I've got like 600 videos. Well, that's pretty wild. 2 a day. Anyway, I'm digressing. Basically, the whole point of this video is just to kind of fill you in that I am gonna be about like I've got a brand new PC. My new place of work has allowed me to invest in a new PC. Granted, it was a lot of money, but hey ho, we move on. Um, I what was the word? Um, yeah, so I'm about a lot more like on my PC. I do have a PS5. You guys don't even know that. Yep, I've got a PS5. I think the last time I'd seen you was 2021. I got a PS5 at the start of 2022, like February 2022 is when I got my PS5. I also like at the turn of this year, so just before 2023 started, I got an Xbox Series X, so that's like right there. And now I've got a brand new PC, so that's great, right? So I have the means and the ability to make content. I've still got my capture card. I haven't actually tried it out on my new PC. That's one thing I've been meaning to do. But with my um, mental health, I've been finding it very hard to do these things or find the discipline uh, or or me having the lack thereof that to follow through with that. So yeah, that's that. I'm hoping to do that. I mean, my room's a mess, but I mean, you don't really need to know that. So yeah, I am now active in the Discord. I mean, granted, I know the Discord is pretty quiet these days. It's like standing out in the middle of a desert. It's very eerie. Not a right lot going on, I must admit. Um, get one of those real quick, and then get an alchemist as well with berserkers and fast throw and acid pull. That way we don't have camo lead problems. Um, so yeah, like this video will be linked in the Discord. I don't know, I can't even remember how to link a Discord server anymore. I'll probably have to look that up. Because it's been so damn long. But yeah, like I do try and just keep you guys in the loop of when I'm streaming. I mean, the last time I streamed was a few weeks back. I had 2 weeks where I'd streamed like once a week for a few hours. I am trying to discipline and gradually get myself back onto Twitch. I think for Twitch, I'm not going to go for a face cam. I think that takes too much out of me in my current state. So, yeah, like, I'm just trying to get into a more consistent rhythm. You will probably see my Twitch streams from time to time. I want to learn how to edit. That is one thing I've never, ever, ever been able to do. I'm not that creative. However, I feel as though, like, 2023, making content, you should, in theory, be editing videos. Now, granted, it's not going to be like a, oh my gosh, this video is going to be absolutely great because it's the first time I've edited video ever and it's going to be so sick. Like, no, I understand nothing works like that in life. Like, you need practice and a lot of it to become good at something. So I am looking into editing software in my free time, and kind of trying to take in a lot of information about it. I think also this channel has a lot of stuff on it. So like I don't know whether I'm gonna privatize some videos and unlist some videos. Like some really old videos I might just delete. And I'm talking like pre like 2020. Like so anything from 2020 you still be able to go back and watch and find there on YouTube. Cause like I started hitting strides in 2020 and beyond really, in regards to into YouTube. Um but I think you're gonna be seeing a lot of not different content. I think I need to find something that I'm enjoying. Um, I mean, I haven't played much of Hoi 4 on this computer. I know it's fucking ace. I know that much. From what I have played, it just looks great. Um, but because I don't edit my videos right now, I don't feel as though like Hoi 4 is like the best for me, because there's obviously like a lot of more active and better edited videos on Hoi 4 and such. So I don't want to feel as though like you guys are getting like B tier content, because I'm very much like a, oh okay, would I watch that? No, then why am I making it? Now more than ever. So yeah, we'll have to see. I was been kind of thinking, been playing a lot more zombies. Call of Duty's always been a big passion of mine. I remember that's the whole reason why I used to stream for like 8 hours a day in like early 2021, like because Cold War was out and it was a great time in my life. Like I really did enjoy it. Um, so yeah, we'll see what sort of content I do end up going down the rabbit hole with. I mean, I feel as though I do have some good not some good ideas, because I'm not that good on ideas. If you genuinely, guys, if you've got to this part of the video, please leave me some ideas for what I could be doing. I've been playing some balloons. I've got Ark on the PC, but like with Ark, I feel as though you need to start from the beginning. And at the minute, I'm on 2 different servers where I'm like level 80 plus, so it's kind of like mid game. You miss like the early game struggle, so that's that. But yeah, just finished. What maps did we do? We played Monkey Meadow and Tree Stump here on Balloons. But yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you for tuning into this video. I know it's like a long video. But yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Just bear with me. Thank you very much. I love you.